Okay, that's credits. That's credits. We did it. Oh, goodness. Okay, first things first. Here, let's turn the music down a bit. The bottom center of the screen says that we've beaten 13 games in 2024 and 460 since we started doing this in 2020. Those numbers are now outdated. We've had 14 victories now in 2024 and 461 since we started doing this in 2020. Let's go. All right. These are interesting credits. Okay, so let's talk about Fable 2. Let me start by saying this. I did not enjoy Fable 1 much at all. I thought it was a slog, even for as short as it was, and I just thought it was boring. I thought the combat was rough. The UI was horrible, and I just didn't think it was that good of a game. I thought it was really ambitious, but it really didn't do anything really right. It did a lot of things, and none of them really well, in my opinion. That's my opinion about Fable 1. This game is better in almost every way. It's the combat is way more interesting. The leveling system is really cool. The way that the combat and the leveling and skills is a lot more engaging. I thought the way that they have like separate pools of XP was really nice. And the story I thought was way better. It was way more intriguing to me. I thought the characters were better voiced. They felt like they were. I thought they were better written. I thought everything was well done there. The story was really cool, and I just thought that the general quest line of the game was just really interesting and fun. So I didn't really enjoy Fable 1 much at all. I thoroughly enjoyed Fable 2. I thought it was a vast improvement. It wasn't perfect. There were a couple of things about it that I didn't like at all. One was that as bad as the UI is in the first game, I think the UI might be worse in Fable 2. What is with the map in this game? I mean, why would anyone design a map that you just can't use? You can look at it from afar, but it doesn't show where you are on it, and you can't interact with it in any way. What kind of fucking map is that? That's horrible. Who signed off on that? And just getting around in this game is confusing because you have no idea where you are in relation to anything else. You can't look at any overworld map or any map really, unless there's something I'm missing. So just knowing like, okay, I need to go to this place in order to start this mission was like pulling teeth because I had no idea where to go. So that was bad. And even worse than the first game, which was also bad. So I don't know what they were thinking with the map and just the UI in general. It was okay with like choosing skills and stuff like that, but like, and it had some nice fast travel options where they should be. But just like, I just need a map, man. I just need to know where the fuck I am. The second thing is that there were some bad glitches. I don't know if it's the way that the game was originally or if it's because of the port to the newer systems, because this is technically I'm playing it backwards compatible through the Xbox store. This is the 360 game, so it's not like an HD remaster or anything like that. This is the original Fable 2. And it just straight up crashed 4 times in critical moments where I lost significant progress. And there were a couple of missions that were bugged where if you fast traveled at certain points, you just couldn't get back to or it just wouldn't tell you how to get back to your objective. And without a map, that makes it pretty much impossible. So I had to look a couple of those things up. So the bugs were rough. The bugs were pretty bad. In the standard day-to-day gameplay, there wasn't really much jank, but every once in a while, the game would just freeze, and it was just, okay, well, we gotta reboot it now. And that happened in critical moments, multiple times. So that was rough. Other than that, the only other complaint I have is the ending. as far as the story and everything, it was fine, and I'll keep it spoiler-free, but, well, I can't keep it entirely spoiler-free, but, well, yes, I can. Yes, I can. The final conflict in this game sucks. It's worthless. It doesn't make any contextual sense to me. I don't know why it happened the way that it did. And the game just kind of ended after that, and I was hoping that this was going to build up to some kind of final battle, and the final encounter was the most horseshit final encounter I've ever seen in a video game. Is that true? I've played a lot of video games. I think it must be. It's like a joke. It was like a joke, but it wasn't an intentional joke. This game has jokes. It wasn't an intentional one, I don't think. Oh, and then right before that, there was this bullcrap mission that you have to do right before the final boss. That was, that even if it had just been a side mission, would have been the most horseshit side mission in the game. But it seemed like, anyway, you had to do it. So there were some choices narratively with the missions at the end that were just like, why the hell would you do that? It just didn't make any sense, and it wasn't fun. So, there, kept it spoiler-free. Pretty much. The game was really easy. That's not really a complaint, because this kind of game, I don't really care to be, like, hard. I only died 3 times in the whole game, and that includes using resurrection files. So I only had to reload from a checkpoint, I think, once in the whole game. Is that even true? Oh, no, you never really have to reload from checkpoints. And there was a point where it was like, you died. You lost 620-something XP. That's what happens, apparently, when you die. But then you just get back up and keep fighting. I didn't even lose progress. I was in the middle of a fight. So I guess dying doesn't matter in this game. But that only happened to me once. The other 2 times I died, I had a resurrection file on me, and I just got up and kept fighting. So, because it auto-uses it. Aside from that, I thought the game looked great, played great, held up very well. Was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. I wouldn't recommend this to someone who's interested in like a big open world experience, like something like Dragon's Dogma. This has some of that, and it has a lot of things that you can get into, but it was really easy to just stay on the path in this game, which I appreciated. It was very simple. The game just fucking froze again. The game just froze in the middle of the credits. That's what it does. It just straight up freezes. Oh, did it? Okay. But it's done that several times, and I had to actually reboot it. I guess it just froze because it timed out, and it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, overall, really, really did enjoy the game. Way, way, way better than the first one. Big, big improvement in almost every way. Just a couple of little things that bugged me, but I did really enjoy it. It's not going to rank in the top 100 or anything because it's not exactly my kind of game, and I wasn't super impressed, but I had a good time playing through this game. It only got frustrating a couple of times toward the end because of some of the stuff we've already talked about. So outside of that, I had, and right at the beginning, because it crashed twice right at the very beginning too. But outside of that, yeah, I had a great time with it. All right, good. Fable 2's down. Now we've only got one more to beat before the new Fable comes out, which God knows when that's going to happen. We'll probably hear about that at some point this year, but I doubt it'll be out before 2025. All right, last order of business. Fable 2, it's been fun, but we are now going to delete you from our console and never play you again. Bye! Love you. Thank you. Great job. Great job video game making.